The life and legacy of Nelson Mandela. Welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we will explore the extraordinary life and legacy of Nelson Mandela, a pivotal figure in the fight against apartheid in South Africa. Mandela's lifelong struggle for justice and equality transformed his nation and inspired people around the globe. We'll discuss his anti-apartheid activism, his years of imprisonment on Robben Island, his release and presidency, the establishment of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, and his status as a global icon for peace. If you're new to our series, we encourage you to watch our previous video on Abraham Lincoln to gain insight into another influential leader. Now, let's dive into the remarkable story of Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela dedicated his life to the anti-apartheid movement, which aimed to dismantle the institutionalized racial segregation and discrimination in South Africa. From his early involvement with the African National Congress, ANC, in the 1940s, Mandela played a crucial role in organizing protests and advocating for equal rights. He believed in both non-violent resistance and armed struggle when necessary, famously stating that, "It is not our diversity which divides us. It is not our ethnicity or religion or culture that divides us." His efforts in the fight against apartheid made him a target for the government, but he remained steadfast in his commitment to justice and equality for all South Africans. In 1962, Mandela was arrested and sentenced to life imprisonment for his anti-apartheid activities. He spent 27 years behind bars, primarily on Robben Island, where conditions were harsh. His imprisonment became a symbol of the struggle against apartheid. While incarcerated, Mandela continued to inspire fellow inmates and activists around the world. He used this time to reflect on his beliefs and strategies for achieving freedom. The significance of his imprisonment cannot be overstated. It galvanized international support for the anti-apartheid movement and highlighted the injustices faced by Black South Africans. Nelson Mandela was released from prison on February 11, 1990, amid growing pressure from worldwide anti-apartheid movements. His release marked a turning point in South African history. In 1994, following the country's first free elections, Mandela was elected as South Africa's first black president. His presidency focused on dismantling the legacy of apartheid, fostering reconciliation between racial groups, and rebuilding a divided nation. Mandela's leadership during this transitional period was vital for establishing a new democratic government. He emphasized unity and forgiveness, famously saying, "Resentment is like drinking poison and then hoping it will kill your enemies." One of Mandela's key initiatives as president was the establishment of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, TRC. This groundbreaking body aimed to address the atrocities committed during apartheid and promote national healing. The TRC provided a platform for victims to share their stories and for perpetrators to confess their crimes in exchange for amnesty. Mandela believed that confronting the truth was essential for building a peaceful and inclusive society. The Commission played a crucial role in helping South Africa move forward from its painful past, fostering dialogue and understanding among its people. Nelson Mandela's impact extended far beyond South Africa. He became a global icon for peace and justice. His unwavering commitment to fighting oppression resonated with people around the world. Mandela's efforts earned him numerous accolades, including the Nobel Peace Prize in 1993, shared with then-President F.W. de Klerk. His legacy inspired countless movements for social justice and human rights globally. Even after his presidency, Mandela continued to advocate for peace and equality until his passing in 2013. His image remains synonymous with resistance against injustice. Today, Nelson Mandela's legacy lives on in South Africa and worldwide. He is celebrated as a symbol of courage, resilience, and hope. His teachings on forgiveness and reconciliation continue to influence leaders and activists striving for social change. Mandela's efforts laid the groundwork for a more equitable society in South Africa and inspired movements across the globe seeking justice and human rights. As we reflect on his life, it's essential to remember that each one of us can contribute to positive change in our communities. Thank you for joining us as we explored Nelson Mandela's extraordinary life and enduring legacy. If you found this video insightful, please like, share, and comment below with your thoughts on Mandela's impact on history. In our next video, we will turn our attention to Cleopatra, the last active ruler of Egypt's Ptolemaic kingdom. We'll examine her political skill, her relationships with powerful Roman figures like Julius Caesar and Mark Antony, and her lasting cultural influence. You won't want to miss it. We look forward to seeing you there.